What it is, what it do, and what's poppin', peoples. It's the Royal Topic, and we back at it with another episode of Adulture, the art of growing up. This episode here, we're gonna do a little bit something different. We're gonna start off with some music, some real dope artists, and then we're gonna jump right into a couple of artists that's spitting some knowledge and some wisdom. So let's go ahead and tap right into it.
Beautiful, handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Don't you know it? Handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Don't you know? Handsome, pretty, fantastic, astonishing, awesome, amazing. Baby, handsome, pretty, fantastic, baby, rolling. It's the confidence for me, the ambience for me, the nerve that I have to walk around here looking like a compliment for me. I go by Big Daddy, I go by Fine as Hell, I go by Choosy Lover, the fine dime picker, new groupie getter, the hoochie hugger. Call me sexy, call me your wildest dreams, call me handsome, darling. My features properly conduct themselves. I look like manners, darling. I'm beautiful, my skin tone is rich and pretty. I'm guapo, I look like well done, I look like good job, I look like bravo. This perfection in the flesh, and it's the epitome of God's image. I use
Peep the title, Good Looking Adjectives.
my face has an active resume and get jobs with it. I look like ooh wee, I look like fuck it up, I look like you better. I look like somebody chose you beside me and said I like you better. Oh, I'm cute, Jesus, I'm sexy, my God, I'm vibrant. I'm a cross between attractive and elegant. I'm a hybrid, girl, I'm such a stud. A dream come true and what they can't wait to see. I look like when you get your check, you should bring it straight to me. I'm easy on the eyes, I'm a sight that they sit and pray to see.
Homeboys bringing back the essence of hip hop, creativity, bars, flow. I'm loving it.
I'm resources, I'm goods and services, they should pay for me. I look like there it is, I look like no you didn't, yes he did. I look enticing, I look superb, look like I bet he is. Appealing is my middle name, and gorgeous is my first, so let me cordially report that I'm adorable. Insert another synonym, I look delightful, scratch that, I'm 10 of them. I smell like warm vanilla, cocoa, butter, shea, and cinnamon. I look...
Hey, yo, dude's off the hook. I can't speak on what city he's coming out of, but what I can speak on is his lyricist, him keeping it a thou wow with himself, authentic, and bringing the essence of hip hop back. Let's get into another joint. This one's by this cat, La Russell. If I'm correct, he's coming out of Oakland. Don't quote me on it, but I think he's out of Oakland.
If a nigga don't like me, he hate himself. Niggas don't need no money, they need help. If I say fuck your shit, that's how I felt. And if you in your feelings about it, I'm like, well, back up out of my space, I need a breather. I don't really like broke niggas, shit me either. If I lose, I be damned, I'm like a beaver. Used to be hot, what happened, they in a freezer. Here where I'm from, put in that's on me. From the V like 40 and SOB. Nothing standard about this work, no SOP. From the dirt got green, that's SOD. Yes, I done found water in the drought. You don't know if you got heart until you down for the count. You don't know if you a boss until you help a nigga out. You ain't making out that mud till you help your niggas out.
Real
If
shit.
you make at least
That's some real shit for your ass. Homie said, you ain't get it out the mud unless you helped your niggas out. Lil Russell got some bars for your ass too. Stop playing. Let's jump into another joint by Lil Russell.
Oh
Lil Russell.
my, woke up, wipe the boogers out my eyes.
Had to make sure I get it correct. I don't want y'all thinking I'm saying Little Russell. It's Lil Russell.
Grabbed the cam, made a movie with the guys. Slide, live from the south side. Bring a coat, boy, you know we outside. In a 3-2-3, making slaps, you hear me? Came up on Marvin and Jack, you hear me? 415s in the back, you hear me? Out here we call that slap, you hear me? You can keep your little bill, gon' rip that up. P-Lo, play the beat, gon' zip that up. All the sauce I didn't drop, you can't pick that up. If I fell off, I cry and get back up. Jeez, they know a nigga name overseas. Wop, stirring the pot, this mac and cheese. Bake me, oh no, these niggas hate me. Birthday, got a gift, they wanna cake me. Fresh, off of a flight, I'm still yanking. West side, new starter, I got it cranking. Jokes up, niggas suck, thought they was pranking. Life rap, in this slap, this shit yanking. Oh shit, this shit yanking. Oh shit, this shit yanking. Oh shit, this shit yanking. In the 3-2-3 making slaps, you hear me? Came up on Marvin and Jack, you hear me? 415s in the back, you hear me? Out here we call that slap, you hear me? This ain't no rap cap, you hear me? I'ma just stick to the facts, you hear me? These new niggas can't rap, you hear me? I'ma have to bring this shit back, D. I'm a big dog, I was writing hits up in jail. I'm talking Barry Bonds, home runs, pack bail. She got big tits, pretty toes, they French tips. I got big chips, I need some onion French dip. Man, I dipped off on her in the old school caddy. Never had a father, now she calling me daddy, but it's okay though. I'm good at Acorn, shout out Kato. Bounced out with a pistol, had it sounding like a Kato. My car peanut butter, but the white bitch mayo.
I'm on the real. I thought these two right here was on some kid and play type shit. I thought homeboy right here was gonna spit some words, but it looked like he's probably somebody in the background, producer or some shit like that. But you know, it kind of threw me off. But I like the video. I like the whole joint going on there. That's some good shit, some new authentic shit they got going on there. And what's impressing me the most, you know, from Hakeem Ali to La Russell, like you don't see them exaggerating and sporting jewelry that they don't got. No females showing all types of skins and butt cheeks, twerking and shit. You don't see no violence, no drugs, no guns, no alcohol. You don't see no fronting with luxury cars. They keeping it them. They keeping it him. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what I love the most is that they're being real with themselves and not fronting out here marketing some bullshit. So let's go ahead and jump into the next one. This is from La Russell as well. Let's get right into it.
We rip crowds, whole lot of fire and a little bit of bass is all it take to make the place get wild. Whole lot of style and a little bit of cake is all it take to make a flip side. My flows and a little bit of bass is all it take to make the block get wild. My style and a little bit of cheese is all it take to make her. LT got the block on smash, popping tape, step on gas and go yay yay. Pay homage but do the shit the Bayway, beating down the block, trunk sound like a melee. Flip side, flow water a riptide. Might have to film this with a fisheye. Elizabeth Tower, big time. Coast to coast, I get mine. Check from time to time to spit rhymes. Now it's my time to serve. Come with the crime of ripping these beats, killing these flows, cooking this dope. I don't play with my nose. I'm in a 215 digging gold, cracking codes and selling out shows. Picture that, strike a pose. I'm out in Germantown with the bros. We rip crowds, whole lot of fire and a little bit of bass is all it take to make the place get wild. Whole lot of style and a little bit of cake is all it take to make her flip side. My flows and a little bit of bass is all it take to make the block get wild. My smile and a little bit of cheese is all it take to make her leave.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna front. I'm loving it, man. This is giving me some real positive vibes, some good ass energy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, again, what makes me point these gentlemen out is not only that they got good flow, not only is they, you know, they got good bars, you know, they keeping it a thou wow with themselves. They bringing the essence of hip hop back. They bringing back fun, dancing, positive energy. You catch me? Yo, you can't knock a homie for keeping it him, you know? And that's what La Russell and motherfuckers like Hakeem Ali's doing is they keeping it themselves, man. Okay, stop playing. Let's get into another joint. This one's from Simba. If I'm correct, he's from the Oakland side of town too. He's an Oakland native, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on none of that. But he got this dude right here. He got good ass flow. He's spitting bars. Let's tap right into it. I'm just gonna give you a little snippet. You gotta go ahead and dig into the crates and go search these motherfuckers up on your own.
I'm from a place that breeds players and peas. A girlfriend's a side bitch to a chick with some cheese. It's like we learn about weed before we learn how to read. And that's why we chase money before we chase our dreams. A lot of niggas where I'm from go broke. Instead of taxing these out-of-towners, they partying with them and getting close. You fucking up the game with your vices, nigga. We take the work OT, not the prices, nigga. I was 14, I was driving with no license, nigga. I had a fake one with a photo of my high school picture and a better car than my teachers with a lot more vision. I learned a lot more from not listening. Why would I listen to people I didn't want to be in life? When the locks taught us money, power, and respect was the key to life. Yes, I'm still traumatized from all I seen in life. My uncle told on my other uncle, how do he sleep at night?
Yo, that's I'm saying, you see what I'm talking about? These cats got some serious bars out here for your ass, man. And what I love about it is that they keeping it a thou wow with themselves. They're not, you know, they're not doing all the negative bullshit that a lot of, right now hip hop's in a stage of destruction where a lot of it's filth, it's reckless, it's damaging to the youth. And we got these three cats here that's spitting a lot of knowledge and wisdom.
Boyfriend, yeah, I'm the best on earth. Fuck a bomb, Charlie. You gon' need a bag for this verse. Keep it real, Charlie. I know that I'm probably the first to come up here and drop a verse and not sweat out my shirt.
Woo! Perfect.
I make it look easy. Easy as cops lock us up for marijuana. A white man gets slapped on the wrist so he gets pardoned. That's what happens when your father went to college with your honor. Corey Miller got more time than the cops that killed Breonna. And Larry Hoover just about to come on and get me started. One day this justice system gonna catch karma. Cause Big Meech ain't sell more dope than Big Pharma. Give me
real shit. He ain't lying. Pharma sell a whole shitload of fucking drugs. What we talking about? But he got another joint out there with Uncle Murder. I think it's on Uncle Murder's album. It's a real hot joint, man. This dude Simba, he's a good dude. And like I said, the reason why I'm pointing them out because they're spitting some real things to make you want to think. You know what I'm talking about? Things to make you say, shit to make what they say marinate and make you think. We got to bring back some more positive energy into our society, into our community, man. Because the way we head in it just the future doesn't look too bright. You don't catch me? So let's jump into this next one. This joint here is by the Blast Master KRS-One. He got some knowledge he got to spit out there. And the reason why I'm pointing this out because what he's spitting makes you think.
You are the master of your reality if you can understand that. You live in a fantasy if you can understand that. Bob Marley said something interesting. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. Stop here. The entire strength of this colonial system, none of them is above nature. When we look at these groups, we are looking at what they are advertising themselves to us as. This is a propaganda and perception game. These groups, they are designed to deceive. There's no truth in them. So as long as you know nature, God, the universe, or should I say this? God, universe, nature. That's your gun. G-U-N, God, universe, nature. Remember that gun. I'm putting a weapon in your hand. That's the gun you fight back with.
Wow. Hey. Shit that make you think, man. He spent some real shit. And if you really think about it, we are living in a fucking fantasy, man. Everything around us, and I'm not saying that it's not real, but what I'm saying is that they're manipulating us so much. We're living in a fantasy world, and it's up to us to free our mind. Like Bob said, man, if we don't free our mind and pull away from that bullshit, we're gonna be hypnotized as fucking zombies. We like to call duppies, walking around here with no brain, just doing whatever they tell us to do. We got to understand this is not a country. This is really a manipulation nation. And until we realize that, we're going to be manipulated to do things that they want us to do. And part of it is destruction. So let's go ahead and tap into this next joint. Tupac Shakur. He got some words of wisdom for your ass.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. Everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. If you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump, gimme. Push. Step, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped. Just, I feel like, instead of us just being like, slavery's bad, slavery's there, bad whitey. I mean, all right, let's stop that. And everybody's smart enough to know that, we've been slighted and we want ours. And I don't mean by like ours, 40 acres and a mule, because we're past that. But we need help. For us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it for us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help because we have been here. We have been a good friend. If you want to make it a relationship type thing, we have been there, and now we deserve our payback. It's like you got a friend that you don't never look out for. You dressed up in jewels. Now America's got jewels, and they paid and everything, and they lending money to everybody except us. And it's like, everybody need a little help on their way to being, self-reliant. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about the album, about the Special Olympics. Everybody need a little something and they to be independent. No independent person just grew up and was born independent. You worked and you learned teamwork and you learned cooperation and unity and struggle, and then you became independent. And we have to teach that and instill that. And why is it that they want to do that? I mean, if this is truly a melting pot in the country where we care about it, and Lady Liberty got a hand like this, she really loves us, then we really need to be like that. And it needs to be the black kids. If there's a white person who got money, then he need to help them. He need to help black kids, Mexican kids, Korean kids, whatever. But it needs to be real. And it need to be before we all die. And then you say, oh, I made a mistake. We should have gave them some money. We really should have helped these folks.
Hey, he got a good point there, man. Pox always spends some knowledge, some wisdom for your ass. He's a real deep brother as well, and that's the reason why I put this on here. Yo, this episode, things to make you think. We're still on the topics of fathers and our community, but these words are not just for hip hoppers. These are things that we can take into our own everyday lives and understanding the way of life, so we can operate different and make sure we're teaching our kids the discipline, giving them the love, showing them structure, how to be confident, giving them the motivation, the knowledge, and the wisdom, and pushing them out there to be the best they can be out in this world that we live in. On some real shit. So if we want our kids to go out there and prove not only prove to the world, but prove to themselves that they can be the best of the best, we got to get on our grown man shit and start teaching them some of these tips, some of these knowledge, give them some of this knowledge. I mean, give them some of this wisdom, and make sure that they understand what they're doing it for and why they're doing it. You catch me? So let's jump into another one. This is the last one here. This is from Fifth, Curtis Jackson. Let's tap right into it.
When you work for others, you are at their mercy. They own your work. They own you. Your creative spirit is squashed. What keeps you in such positions is a fear of having to sink or swim on your own. Instead, you should have a greater fear of what will happen to you if you remain dependent on others for power. Your goal in every maneuver in life must be ownership. Work in the corner for yourself. When it's yours to lose. You're more motivated, more creative, more alive. The ultimate power in life is to be completely self-reliant, completely yourself.
The most expensive thing we spend is time, because we can't get it back. Before I had money, when I'm poor, when I'm in the middle, when I'm rich, regardless, I've been on each one of those portions of the journey, right? I had fun. When we didn't have no money, we had fun. It was fun.
It shifted. It's either when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive and you start to approach the crowd instead of run from it.
You know, my grandfather told me,
if you're seeing this video, it's your sign that you have a message inside you that is meant to reach a whole bunch of people.
you'll get as far as the motherfucker you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfucker that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the kind of information can he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
When lose is not an option, then you got to do everything possible to win. Like
Real shit. Losing can't be an option, and that's why, with Fifth as an entrepreneur and as a businessman and where he came from, you got to give him his due diligence. I mean, his respect is due, because what he's out here doing, a lot of motherfuckers that was in his situation curled up and couldn't take the world no more. They gave up on themselves, There's so much jewels and nuggets you can take from this whole episode today, from the music all the way up to the last video I just showed you, man. So let's run this video back. Let's share it. Let's go ahead and subscribe, like, and learn. And let's take something from this and have a conversation with our own family, with our own youth, our boys and our girls, our whole community. It's time for us to start realizing we got to change what's going on, because no one's going to change it for us. You catch me? If we ain't doing it, who's going to do it? So with that, we tapping out into the next episode of Adulture.